All right, y'all, this is the final video before I go live tonight to kind of give you a behind the scenes of what exactly a coach does. I've shared bits and pieces of my story without you throughout the day, and I am so grateful for you for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to what I have to share. I know that stepping out of your comfort zone isn't easy, and even just joining this group can be vulnerable. And so I am so grateful for you for taking time out of your day to allow me to share my passion and my story with you. So the final thing that I wanted to talk about with you today is how Beachbody has blessed my life financially. So money isn't something that I like to talk about. In fact, money makes me really nervous, but I know that it is something that needs to be talked about. So many people are trying to find ways to add a little extra income into their family, trying to help provide wiggle room, whatever it is. And so I just kind of want to share with you how Beachbody has blessed my life in that aspect. So like I said before, when I started this journey, it wasn't because we needed the money. Our finances were pretty tight. If something major were to happen, we would have had to rebudget. We really had a strict budget, but we weren't coming up short when it came to money. But there was this feeling that I kept having that I knew I could do more. I needed to do more. I was an able body, and I could help provide for our family. And I thought, how neat would it be to have that wiggle room in case something happened? You know, when one day I remember my car wouldn't start, and I just remember seeing the stress on my husband trying to figure out how we were going to budget that unexpected expense into our budget. And so I wanted to be able to just provide that wiggle room to be able to give him a little less stress, to take that stress off of his shoulders. So I signed up as a coach in October, the end of October in 2013. And I really didn't do a whole lot with my business for the first few months. I think in 3 months I made like $34. But don't let that discourage you. The cool thing about Beachbody is that we get to choose the speed that we work our business. And at that time, I really wasn't pushing hard to bring extra income in. I just was trying to figure things out, and I thought after the holidays, and then January of 2014 hit, and this light bulb came on, and I thought to myself, why not me? I could do this. Our family finances kind of started getting strapped a little tighter. My husband, he was working the family business. We were investing into the business, and some of our paychecks majority of our paychecks would go back into the business. And so I really started pushing hard for goals and different things like that. And that's when I really started to see the financial freedom that came with Beachbody. Not only was I covering the cost of my use of Shakeology every single month, but I was adding into our pockets. And the day that I got to say, hey, we're going out to dinner and it's on me, was incredible. So I started out slowly, adding income into our family. And I can tell you that this isn't a get-rich-quick business, but I've slowly watched my income grow. And currently, I'm making a little over $2,000 a month. And that is more than I ever even imagined, because I started this thinking I just want to add a little extra wiggle room, and here I am bringing in money that, I would probably, be spending 40 hours a week trying to earn. And I've only ever seen my paychecks increase. So one thing that I wanted to share about this financial, the financial aspect is, it isn't all based on commission. And in fact, it's based on a lot of your income is based on building an incredible team and this is where people question if it's a pyramid scheme and all that kind of stuff, but it's not. I'll just tell you that. You have the potential to out earn anybody in this, in this business. But the time that I really found the blessing of financial side of Beachbody is actually right before Christmas this last year. So we moved to Arkansas last fall, and I was really excited. I saw this bright, shiny future ahead of our family. It was for a business opportunity for my husband's business, and Beachbody, you can work pretty much anywhere, another blessing. And so we moved in September, and in December, a couple weeks before Christmas, we got a phone call saying that our business up, in North Dakota, we were getting laid off of. I can't go into details about it, and it sounds really crazy. You're part owner of a business, yes, I know, but we were being laid off a couple weeks before Christmas, and our business here in Arkansas wasn't making money yet. We were still, starting up, and I just, it was scary. And for the last 5 months, we've been living off of my Beachbody income. And what a blessing that has been. Because had I not done Beachbody, I would be currently out looking for another job. I'd be putting my babies in daycare, and that's not something I wanted to do. And so the financial side of it has been a huge blessing on my family, because we've been able to survive. And my husband is a hard worker. He works 12-hour days, 7 days a week. He really works his tail off, and I know that his business will, we will see success from that, but there's always those growing pains, that startup. And how great is it that I was able to look at him and say, it's okay, we're gonna be okay, I got your back. Were things super tight? Absolutely. I mean, living off of a couple $1,000s a month is, it's tight. And trying to readjust from what you used to make to what, I'm making isn't easy. But had we not done that, had I not had that, had I not established our business, my business, I don't know what our life would be like right now. We've been living off of my Beachbody income since December. His business is finally picking up, but how great is it to know that I was able to contribute? That roadblock has also really fueled my fire to say, to work even harder, because if this were ever to happen again, I would want to be able to just look him in the eye and say, don't even worry about it, I got you covered. And it wouldn't even affect our family in any way, shape, or form. This business, depending on how hard you work, is how much you earn. And so if you're someone who has a deep-rooted why, like your husband being laid off, like bankruptcy, debt, whatever it is, you'll work for it, and you'll work hard because you want to provide for your family. Again, I am so grateful for you for listening to me, listening to my story, for taking time out of your day, and for being here. Beachbody has been an absolute blessing in my life, and I can't imagine where I would be had I not taken this leap. It wasn't something I expected, but it has been such a blessing in my life, and I know that it could be a blessing in your life too. So I will see you tonight for our live chat, and enjoy your evening, and I'll see you tonight.